morning.
We got two great guests in studio today talking wild. Felid, the Advocacy Center out on Harstein Island. It's Mark and Jolie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here again. It's been a while since we've seen you guys. I think the last time you came in, it was just after some of those massive snowstorms we had.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys were telling us that your enclosures and areas were just kind of really hit hard by the wild weather that we had over the winter, but thanks to a ton of volunteer help, you guys are back in line. Tell us about that progress.
Yeah, that was a lot of work. The community really helped us out a lot. We averaged about 3,000 hours per month, volunteer hours.
Wow.
We had about 50,000 in damages, and
Wow.
so we got it 95% of the way.
Yeah.
And it's better now, isn't it, Joel?
Yeah,
pretty much
we built
a lot better shape.
better and stronger.
You were telling me that you has 29 volunteers that you have active. That's pretty impressive. What is it about the center you think that brings people in? Obviously, it's the beauty and the mystique of these large animals, but also kind of the want to just give back or something. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we've gotten a few good volunteers that way, too. They're still coming out and building stuff.
Yeah.
So every Tuesday or Thursday, and they're retired. They really want to help the community, you know. So we'll be doing some other fundraisers in the future, but most of the time it's done out at the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Just by having visitors.
That's cool.
So
We have a lot of cougar sightings in our area in Grapeview, which has everybody kind of on edge. And we know they're there. I'm just surprised how many are being seen because coming from California, we have a lot of mountain lions there. And you can go your whole life and never see one. It seems like there's more and more sightings. You probably don't get calls about that, but you get questions about it, like kind of like the behavior of the creatures and stuff?
Yeah, we get actually a lot of funny, entertaining calls, too. Right?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff?
I guess the one that stands out the most is my wife, Shalene. She's been the director over the years, but been pretty sick lately, so I've been kind of taking over for her, doing her roles. But the one, she always would get a call on a cougar in their yard, but in their garage, you know, and they, you know, it's eating the cat food, the domestic cat food, and so are the raccoons and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
She usually has one line that says, just, you know, if you got some oven mitts, you know, do you have oven mitts in your kitchen? I'll be right over to, you know, just go ahead, close your door, you know, and use your oven mitts to get that cougar in your garage. We'll be over to pick it up. You know, but it's kind of, you know, you got to have some fun with it all. It's not our job to do all that stuff. We just refer to Fish and Wildlife, and usually they get hundreds of those calls. I mean, we get dozens of them.
Do people get? I don't know if it would be a misidentifying, or do they say, have you guys done a count? Are you down a few? We just saw something.
Yeah.
Or they think they maybe come from your place.
We got a neighbor. His name's Mark. Also, he calls about once a year. Hey, this cougar. He keeps looking in my window. I just want to make sure you got all your 5 cougars there.
Yeah.
Close the drapes.
We do, you know, but and he's got a little yappy dog, but he feeds the raccoons like a lot of people do. They feed the deer apples.
Oh, man.
Guess what? A cougar's going to want to eat those. Those are easy deer. That's easy food for the cougar.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you got a big fat deer that just lays around your yard. Well,
we have so many deer in Grapeview, and I think that's what's drawing them in, probably.
Yeah, Grapeview. I've been hearing a lot. There must be a bunch of cougars there in Grapeview now. I mean, you know, maybe they're breeding there. I'm not sure, but I hear a lot of people telling me about all the cougar sightings in Grapeview.
Wow.
I'm going to drop them some of your business cards and say, why don't you guys go over to the sanctuary and
learn a little bit more about
under lock and key over there.
Some people want us to go catch them and, you know, and put them in a cage or whatever, you know. That's not what we do.
No,
you know?
your animals mostly come from folks who, I don't know what, they had them as pets perhaps, and they grew up, they didn't quite realize what they were getting themselves into, or they'll hear from other sanctuaries across the country.
Yeah, and Jolie can probably hit on that a little bit just as well as I can. But
Yeah, I mean, most of them do come from people that didn't know what they were getting into, or it just became illegal to have the animal where they were. Some of them do come from rehab centers where they couldn't be rehabbed for whatever reason. And then, of course, there's overcrowding in other facilities, too.
How is your center different or unique around the country. I mean, this is a real unique model to have it on Harstein, and it's different than a lot of other places.
Yeah, totally. We've seen how a lot of sanctuaries and zoos are run nationwide and in other countries, and we wanted to make it unique. And Jolie, as a matter of fact, she's been on the board of directors for about 10 years now, and she's always been the enrichment specialist, what I would call her. And it's like it always takes priority. Give them logs. We're going to build decks for them, and all the hundreds of different scents and spices that we use. We used to do enrichment tours all the time, and for visitors, and that's kind of where we started a lot of our tours, and people just love them. And the cats love it even more.
Sure.
All the scents and everything.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it's different. It's 100% about the cats out there. So we don't pay any people. So the money that comes in goes to the cats. We're only open to visitors 3 days a week. So the other 4 days a week, we're just totally focused on the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a happy medium, really. I mean, for the cats, they don't get stressed out seeing too many
Sure.
people. Or we have about 12 people per visitor, per visit. And so it's not really loud, and we just want to have it remain calm and quiet with hundreds of plants and foliage and trees and logs, everything all for the cats out there.
How much of it, if you're going to start at the beginning, go through the end, how much of a walk is it? Like, how is it, like a mile or less than a mile, or?
It's less than a mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a quarter mile, if even that, eighth of a mile, probably.
Sure.
Just down the wood chip trails. And you go through some arbors with, tunnels with plants growing overhead, and it's really lush and green. And
it can't be cheap feeding these guys, huh? How often do they eat? What do they eat? And what's the cost of that so people can help out when they can?
Well, the cost is, a truck and trailer. And in fact, I just got a call from our meat wagon. It's going to Chehalis right now to pick up meat at a store there. And then it goes to Tumwater, 2 stores in Lacey, then Sheldon today. So they'll be back about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we basically pay insurance and up and care for the vehicles to recycle the meat products.
Oh, okay.
And so we appreciate any donations from fishermen and hunters. And we got their old freezers. We pick up from the local dentist here. He, does some hunting and fishing, and usually has a lot left over each year. So we
wow.
That's
come
great.
right into town and send the meat wagon right by there at 8 in the morning or whatever time.
Huh.
And load it up,
You mentioned sometimes that folks can schedule and book in advance visits. What were those again?
The times. Normally we have family visits at 11. They all last about an hour, and then adults only at 1, and then 3 o'clock, and then feed visits at 4.
Okay.
Only on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and they can book it at our website.
On the website there. So again, the website is wildfelids.org. You can also find them on Facebook at facebook.com/wildfelid advocacy center there, and also some great photos so you get a sense of what is there when you go and visit these animals. This is an amazing thing just here in Mason County, a 501c3 nonprofit. The Wild Felid Advocacy Center is on Harstein Island. So there are, of course, you head out to the island and you're able to get there and see the animals. Well, Mark, it's always good to see you. Julie, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, for sure.